This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row, all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults. With 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute and available lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Hey, it's Kim Kardashian Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. All right, so can you believe that 2023 is over?
No.
No.
No?
I mean, the year went by so fast, and then once Thanksgiving hit, it kind of slowed down.
No.
Yeah.
And then it just zooms by.
Well, it's almost Christmas, like tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Christmas?
Yes. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Well, we're not there yet. I mean, we're not like pre-taping. This is like one of those shows.
No,
No, not at all. So the reason why I bring up 2023 is, who do you think is the most photographed person of 2023?
Ooh.
I mean, who's the most photographed person?
I want to get this right.
Now, remember, there were some big events that happening. You had the coronation. You have every time you turn around, there's
I was
something
actually
going
thinking down that line,
Okay.
but I was thinking of Meghan Markle.
So you're going to go Meghan Markle.
I'm going to go Meghan Markle.
Okay. What do you think?
Elon Musk.
You're both wrong.
Sure.
Okay.
But I'm closer.
Okay. Try again.
Try again.
You are closer. You are
I
closer.
am closer.
Yes,
so
you
the
are.
king.
Okay. You're going to
A
go with the king.
Kardashian?
You're wrong again.
Okay. I'm not the pop culture one.
No.
This isn't my shtick.
Okay. Well, number 3 is coming in at Queen Camilla.
Huh.
Queen Camilla.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Kim Kardashian did not make the list, by the way.
She's kind of gone back. She's more like a businesswoman than she is like a
She's going-
Instagram
true.
model anymore.
They're going public.
Right.
She's going public next year.
She's a billionaire.
Good
Exactly.
for her.
Coming in at number 2 is King Charles.
Oh, I was so close.
Okay.
You were close.
Okay, when I tell you number 1, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I totally should have guessed this.
Okay.
You ready? Bad Blood. Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Duh.
because
All
they say
right.
the Eras Tour and because she's dating that football player. What's his name?
Travis Kelce.
Offended on behalf of all men.
You should have seen her eyes. She was like that football player.
Okay, that football
That
player.
nobody.
Yeah.
See, I think I should do a sports segment.
Don't I couldn't do it with you. I would go absolutely mad.
I could just read it.
Let's
You
just
know?
get AI to read it.
Yeah, that's true too. And on that happy note, welcome. It's Kim Commando Today. It's our Friday edition of our Kim Commando podcast where, we sit down with some great folks. Like, for example, we have the A-Team always here. Our amazing content queen, Ali Seligman. What do you have coming up?
There are some problems over at Google. People are not happy. And if you are missing files, maybe not just you. And then I'm also going to give you a little tip. If you are getting a bunch of new streaming services because you want to watch all your favorite holiday movies, there is a very important step that you don't want to forget, or you're going to have a bad January.
They're not going to be happy for you.
No.
Not at all.
Now, and of course, the other half of the A-Team is Andrew Babinski, who Monday through Friday, you can hear you on KEZ in Phoenix.
Yes, on
Right?
iHeartRadio.
Yes. And did you sign up for the newsletter yet?
I was going to.
Dang.
But then I was cooking a turkey for Thanksgiving.
You got
and it was
sidetracked.
going to burn. Oh, man. Darn
Do you
it.
mean for the 4 hours it was in the oven?
Darn it. No, I do a 25-hour turkey. That takes forever to cook.
It takes forever.
Great.
I'm
great,
so
great.
busy.
And
I'll
so-
do it this week, I promise.
Excellent. And so what do you have coming up?
Just be a shocker. There is a scam happening on a dating site.
No.
Yeah, okay, I
honest?
know. Try and control yourselves.
Okay.
But it's happening. And it's starting to creep into America, but it's been happening in other countries for years.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. And on that happy note, we need you to do 2 things. Number 1, tell one person about this great podcast, just one person. And number 2, we want to hear back from you. We want to hear your comments, your feedback. And even if it's negative, we want to hear that too, because that's always fun to read. Oh, wait till you hear some of the letters coming up.
Did you get some negative ones?
Oh, I got some.
Oh, buddy.
I got some great ones. As a matter of fact, somebody did send me, do you only get negative feedback? Do
No,
we
you
only
just
get-
only highlight the negative ones.
Because the negative ones are always so funny.
Yeah.
They are.
You know what? If somebody could leave a really nice but funny comment, we'll read that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you can send us your notes at podcast@commando.com. All right, let's get started with the news. And I found a page on Amazon that actually highlights the funniest reviews.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it great? I mean, so Amazon has finally like acknowledged, like, we have a lot of fake reviews and some of these are truly funny. So here are some of my favorites. They have the Bic for her pen.
The Bic for her pen?
Yes. So
Okay.
it's a big
About
pen
time.
just for her.
Okay.
Somebody writes, says,
Are you struggling with these man pens for men?
They're just so bulky.
they come in, they say girly shades, coral and teal. Kay Gray writes, this product is fantastic for those days when my prose is suffering from that not so fresh feeling.
It's that time of the month. Get her the girl pens.
Let's see. E. Bradley writes, I don't use it for vulgar endeavors like math or filling out a voter application. Go ahead, ask your husband for some extra pocket money so you can buy it. All right. Then we have a gallon of milk, Tuscan whole milk. Okay. Jay Fitzsimmons writes, has anyone else tried pouring this amazing stuff over dry cereal? Awesome.
5 stars.
Okay. Another one. It's excreted by squeezing the wobbly thingy on the underside of a cow. This is not made clear anywhere on the label.
So technical.
Okay, this one I don't get. There's a report that says the 2009-2014 outlook for wood toilet seats in Greater China.
Oh, that's the product?
Yes.
Can you read it one more time?
The 2009 to 2014 outlook for wood toilets in Greater China.
So after 2015, they're
don't
not
know what
going to be held
happened.
responsible.
No.
George Takei, obviously fake,
Sure.
says, this is so weird. My husband and I were just discussing the outlook for wood toilet seats the other day.
Oh, my.
Gosh. Okay. Wolf urine,
Wolf,
32 ounces. Okay.
32 ounces.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of wolf
Is
urine.
it like, it must be a deterrent, right? For hunters or
Yeah, to
something?
scare away
No, it's probably a lure.
raccoons.
That's what
Oh, it could be that too, yeah.
Okay.
J.A. Conrath writes, Deer Busters is 100% wolf urine. Okay.
Deer
No
busters,
chemicals,
so that's to keep the deers away.
I guess. No cheap dog or hobo urine being passed off as the real thing.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. From Glenn Berkmeyer. Today is Valentine's Day. I hope that a little splash of this would drive my lady wild.
What's that smell, dear?
Okay, I have 2 more. Uranium ore that you can buy online.
I wonder how much the shipping is.
It's not cat food. The cat's huge and, well, it doesn't look like a cat anymore. Okay, last but not least, we have the Holzer 571 banana slicer.
Sure. That's a legit product.
That's a legit product.
Very important.
Mrs. Toledo writes, what can I say about it that hasn't already been said about the wheel, penicillin, and an iPhone?
One of life's greatest inventions. Don't use it while you're naked, though.
Gone are the days of biting off slice-sized chunks of banana and spitting them into a serving tray. Can't say I've ever
That's
done
how you
that.
make fruit salad, right?
Yes, exactly.
You just bite it. Yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I started looking around and I was thinking, like, I was going to leave a review for Hogwarts Legacy. I was
What's
going to do that.
Hogwarts Legacy?
The Harry Potter game.
Yes, come on.
The app.
Okay. I was going to give it a 9 3/4 depending on the platform.
That's very good, Kim. That was a good joke.
All right. You didn't get that?
Is that a Harry Potter joke?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't understand it.
All right. So what do you have?
Well, I saw this story. This woman went on a dating site. She didn't mention which one, but she matched with this guy immediately. They started talking immediately, and he wanted to go out to dinner to a specific restaurant right that evening. She couldn't make it that night, so they made plans for a couple of days. Day of the date, he confirms through the dating site that he's going to be there. She shows up. He's a no-show.
Huh.
She waits hours. He
Aw.
does not show
Aw.
up. So she's like, I'm here. I might as well eat. She has dinner and she leaves. Next day, she's on social media. She sees a post from another woman. Same restaurant, same guy,
Oh.
left her there alone.
Oh.
So they do some investigating.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's a bot. He's not real.
Whoa.
He's
Really?
hired by the restaurants to make matches
Okay, that's
No
crappy.
way.
on dating sites. so that it sends the people to the restaurant, and odds are they're already there, so they're going to have a meal.
And they're going to have an extra glass of wine. That's awful.
That is awful.
This is a service that's provided online to every restaurant across the country, and more restaurants are taking advantage of it.
No kidding.
Where you make a match with someone and they never show up. So TikTokers decided to look into this, and they found out that this has been happening for years in India, and it is a huge problem.
Oh my gosh.
And it's something like 20% of the people on dating sites are actually bots trying to sell something. So basically they're saying the only way to really prevent this is vet the person more, or try to change the restaurant if you are suspicious that this is going to happen to you. But odds are you're not even going to be thinking about that. And you're just going to show up and you're going to veal cutlet all by yourself and drink a bottle of wine.
It's awful.
It's a scam. And they're paying for this.
sad.
Restaurants are actually paying for this.
Wonder how much they pay the bot.
You would think it's got to be, because it's all automated, maybe a couple $100 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be a service.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's all automated because
Yeah.
they've talked to the people in India who run it, and they just, once they sign on a client, they just put them in the list and boom, set the software off to motion.
Oh my gosh. If you work at a restaurant and you're doing this, stop it. This makes me sad.
Okay, I was just thinking about how we could use it.
Kim,
I'm sorry.
have you heard of this great newsletter?
Yes, exactly.
Through the dating sites.
Yeah.
You know what turns me on? KitKimWeHot.com.
Oh, yeah.
Spicy.
Yes. All right. Well, watch out for that scam. What do you have, Al?
People are really mad at Google because files are mysteriously disappearing out of Google Drive. So one person, and then lots of people after, said, okay, I logged in, and it essentially looked like it was May 2023. Based on my files, like 6 months of stuff just gone.
That would be so frightening.
So frightening. And so, of course, people are trying to fix it. They're trying to, go back to what it was before. They're trying to find ways around this. So far, Google has said nothing. They did comment on a Google forum post saying essentially, don't mess with anything. The engineers are trying to figure out what's going on.
Somebody hit a wrong button.
The
Yeah.
oops daisy button.
Yes, indeed. So basically, this is your warning that if you have something that is critical to your life, critical to your business, critical to you, and you can't risk it being gone, you should have redundant backups of things. Even if it's a different cloud service, that's fine. But don't have all your eggs in one basket because, Google, who would expect Google Drive to
Exactly.
not work? And
Exactly.
sometimes, yes, these things go out.
So where do you have the redundant backup?
Well, that depends. It depends on what your devices are. Maybe you are an Apple person, you have Apple and Google. Maybe you pay for a service like iDrive that's encrypted and you feel a little more secure in that one. Maybe you have something, there are all kinds of business ones.
Time Machine too. You put that
Sure,
on.
you could do Time Machine, yeah.
Because I actually have Time Machine. We have iCloud and Google and everything
there you
else
go.
all backed
And
up.
it's all duplicates. Everything's backed
Yes.
up in every single other thing.
Yes.
And you have it automated, so once it's backed up to one, it ships it to the rest of them.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah, that way if Google goes out, it doesn't matter to Kim because she has it elsewhere.
I do have a Google question though, because I
What
heard
is it?
this, and I don't know if it's true,
Okay.
but that they're going to start bulking and deleting Google Gmail accounts that haven't been active in 2 years.
That was
Yes.
a totally professional segue.
That
Was
was.
it?
That was my next point.
Oh,
You know
Well
what?
done.
Oh, you're getting really good at this, Andrew.
It's like he's reading the tech news.
no, that's
Interesting.
not happening. I totally just heard about it somewhere.
Yeah, so if you have an old Google account that you haven't logged into in 2 years, those are going to start getting deleted. So they're starting with all the ones where somebody created an account and then never logged back in. So if it's just one that you never used, maybe you've scored a cool email address, whatever, those are going to go first, and that is starting on December 1st. So you need to log in like yesterday and make sure that you can get into that account if you have stuff there you care about. We're also going to have steps in the newsletter. If you want to download everything, you can use a service called Google Takeout, and that will, if you want to say goodbye to that old email address but get all your stuff.
Speaking of email addresses, I was going to buy a piece of furniture that I showed you, which I decided that I'm not going to buy. It's on consignment.
Okay.
And they wanted like $9,000 for this couch.
How much was it originally?
$30,000.
That's a pretty good deal.
Okay. It needs to be cleaned and everything else.
No,
but I'm not
used
going to
furniture
buy.
is perfectly
I'm
fine.
not going to buy a $9,000 couch.
No, that's insane.
So I offered the guy $2,000.
Okay.
And he's like, lady, this is like a $30,000 couch. And I'm like, how long has it been sitting here? And he said, well, 6 weeks.
That's not a long time for consignment, is it?
That's a long time.
Okay.
I think so. So anyway, I said, so listen, I said, why don't you talk to the manager? And if he or she wants to accept my offer or counter the offer.
But
or
they also
whatever.
have to talk to the seller, right? I mean, they're consigning someone
Sure.
else's stuff.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll give you 2,000. And that includes delivery.
Of course.
Okay.
She drives a hard bargain.
Okay. And he's like, so what's your email address? So I gave him my personal email address, and he looked up and his eyes got big as saucers, and he said, I know who you are. And he goes, and I said, well, thank you for listening. And then he goes, and how did you score such a great Gmail address? I'm like, I've had it since they opened it day one. Okay.
What is it? Just go ahead and say it here on the podcast.
Okay. It's okay. We're not going to do that.
Nah.
So I have 70 Gmail accounts that'll probably all be deleted.
70?
Yeah, because I used to do something and I don't
Oh,
feel bad for
boy.
doing it. But
Oh, let me guess.
okay.
You would make a new account so that you could get like a subscription service.
Bingo bango.
Again.
Sirius Satellite Radio.
There it is.
Wow.
They used to offer a free month and you didn't need to
70.
you didn't need to give any information other than an email address. So the show I listened to on Sirius, it used to be called Ron and Fez. Now it's called Bennington. I've listened to it every single day since 2001. And I would log
For
in.
free.
So I'd go and it'd be Ron and Fez fan 01 at gmail.com.
02.
And I would get the free month. And,
And
then a
then
month
02.
later, 02, 03. And I did it for
04.
70 months.
Wow. So you didn't know about like you could have been like the Ron and Fez fan plus 01.
But it was so
plus
much
02,
easier.
Plus 03.
It was easier just to change the number at the end.
Yeah, but anything after the plus sign, Google just ignores.
But this was years ago. Has it always been that case? So I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Just
I
saying.
didn't.
Well,
Now you have
now
to have
for
a
your
credit
new
card.
scheme. Oh, bummer.
Yeah, now you have to have a credit card.
That's not good.
So I actually pay for it.
Oh my God. You know, while you're on Sirius and paying, you could be listening to me.
That's all I do. Yeah, I just play the show and repeat.
That's it?
Yeah, that's
You head over to the business channel.
all day, every day.
And just sit
I
there.
go on demand and just listen to it over and over and over
That makes
again.
sense. Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're like the third listener on Sirius. Okay. Although they don't release numbers.
No, they don't.
Which is so weird to me.
It's very weird.
They won't tell you how many listeners you
But
have.
how do you benefit then? If you don't know how many people are listening, how do you sell the advertising to benefit from it?
I really don't understand that myself,
You
but
just
people buy it.
Let it ride.
Yes. It's like,
Yes.
I mean, agencies like, how many people are listening? I'm like, you know what? I don't know.
Oodles. There's oodles of people listening.
I
Some.
think there's 5. Yes.
Not none.
An amount.
Yes. It's not a bad listenership. It's not at all.
Better than you'd think.
All right. Coming up, how to check if your website is being typo-squatted. Andrew, what do you have coming up for tip?
For a tip, my daughter was making her Christmas list, a digital one, and I taught her a little trick on the iPhone.
Oh,
Excellent. And what do you have, Al?
love that. If you're getting streaming services for Christmas movies, don't be the idiot who lets them renew.
You got that and a lot more coming up.
Since our founding in 2000, we at the Center for Internet Security have always had one mission. It's to create confidence in the connected world for people, businesses, and governments. As a nonprofit, we do this by drawing upon our core competencies of collaboration and innovation. The world is changing, cyber threats are evolving, and IT resources are limited. All you want is a way to strengthen your cybersecurity programs efficiently and effectively. Let CIS help you with these efforts. We use a consensus-based process involving IT professionals from around the world to develop and maintain security best practices. These resources are proven to defend systems and data against threats, both on premises and in the cloud. We also strive to help organizations of every size and maturity strengthen their cybersecurity programs. This includes serving U.S. state, local, tribal, and territorial government organizations. At CIS, we're all about making the connected world a safer place. Visit our website to learn more.
Hey, it's Kim Commando today, and guess what? What? Right?
What were we
What?
supposed to? Did I
You're
miss something
supposed
on the
to-
script?
It was on the prompter.
Want to try it again?
Yes, okay. Hey, it's Kim Commando today, and guess what?
What?
Okay, we're giving away a free iPhone.
Whoa.
iPhone 15 valued at $799. All you
Nice.
have to do is sign up over at commando.com/win. That's right. You enter to win at commando.com/win. You're not eligible.
I know.
Just saying.
I got an iPhone 15.
Excellent.
He made a bunch of fake new email addresses so he could try to
Yes,
get it.
exactly.
Most people can get signed up with an email. I got a 30,000. They're probably going to be deleted by Google tonight.
But at commando.com/win, that's where you do enter to win. And the cost of entry is just that you have to read one newsletter. That's it. You have to get our newsletter once. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Okay. And so again, that's commando.com/win. And let me tell you, I mean, I don't want to say that a lot of people have signed up, but we're hoping more people will sign up. So the odds of you winning are pretty great right now.
Oh, good.
So head over to commando.com/win. All right. So there was a website. Oh, this probably goes back maybe 18 years ago, and with the show, and the guy put up a whole bunch of pictures, and so that when you searched for Kim Commando naked pictures,
Oh, come on.
is that you didn't get Kim Commando naked pictures, but you just got just links to the Commando website. He was kind of making a joke, like you can find anything online, but you can't find Kim Commando naked pictures.
Oh, okay.
So he ended up turning over that domain to me. It was a spelling variation of Commando. And then there was another guy who found another domain, and then he actually bought it for me and then gave it to me for like $20.
Oh,
I mean, I got nice listeners.
You do.
There's a website now called haveibeenSquatted.com. HaveibeenSquatted.com. So
Okay.
if you have a brand, a domain name, is that you can go to haveibeenSquatted.com, and it will tell you all the different spelling variations of that domain,
okay.
and then you can see who actually maybe is squatting and then getting some of your traffic.
oh, that's awesome.
I know, it's really kind of innovative. And so we
Yeah.
went there, and it has 25 different variations of Commando. And so I took this right over to our IT genius, Jeremy. I said, Jeremy, oh my God, people are typo squatting us. And he's like, no, they're not. It's
you
okay.
own them all already?
Yes, exactly. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, our website actually has 6,694 variations.
What?
Wow.
6,000?
Yeah, it's pretty big. We have a high domain authority. Do you know what that
I
is?
don't know what that means.
Here, Ellie, you answer it. That
It
is.
basically means that the powers that be, Google and all the rest, say this is a good website with good information and you should trust it. So we get ranked higher. We're going to show up before, sites with lower domain.
Do you actually get a score?
Yes.
Do you know your score?
Uh,
Is it like on a scale of 1 to a million?
It's 1 to 100, and we're pretty.
I think we're
in
pretty
the
high up there. Yeah, I was going to
70s
say
with all the websites out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
I was
70s
gonna,
is pretty
it was
good.
like 78 or 79.
Yeah, something
somewhere
like
there.
that.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty.
So
darn
what
good.
would be would a yahoo.com be a 100? Or
It'd
does
probably be like a
anybody get
90 something.
Yes, probably like a
Okay.
90.
I'm not. Maybe Wikipedia is 100. I'm not sure anybody really is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And most of the fake stuff that you can put on the internet, it's on Wikipedia. That's interesting.
It is
go.
funny how that works.
Yeah, I can change Wikipedia tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, so if you do find that your website is typo squatted, that's when you go to the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. Doesn't that sound official? Or ICANN.org for short. And then that's where you can just report it. But it's actually kind of a fun little thing to do. If you do have a website, you can see all the variations of it.
Love that.
And see if somebody's doing that. All right. So tell us about Wheezy and your iPhone and Christmas lists and digital.
Yes, she wanted to put together a Christmas list, but she wanted to look at pictures. So I put her on Amazon, and I just searched toys for girls, and she's going up, looking at this, looking at everything. And then when she saw something, she would make a screenshot of it and then edit the screenshot and circle what it was on the page that she wanted.
Nice.
But she didn't like her circles. They were, it's hard to draw a circle or any shape on a phone.
Yeah.
And so would see her draw it, and then she didn't like it, so she erased it, and then she redraw it.
Oh.
And I was like, here's a little tip. Draw your circle, and then just hold your finger on the screen, and it will take your misshapen circle and turn it into an absolutely perfect circle.
Voila.
And then you can save the phone. I was like, you also can do this with triangles or arrows. If you wanted to do an arrow,
Whoa.
draw an arrow, hold your finger on the screen,
Yeah.
it'll make a perfect arrow. Well, that led to multiple circles on multiple screenshots.
Sure.
So Christmas is going to cost me about $300,000 this year.
Okay. So you don't want her to handwrite a letter to Santa?
We will. We go to a place called the Pratt Brothers Christmas, which she believes is the true mailbox to Santa.
Sure.
They provide you with a letter. There's elves there that help you.
Oh, that's
how
sweet.
nice.
So she's like, when are we going? When are we going to Pratt Brothers? We have to go to Pratt Brothers. And so we will go and we'll do the official list. But she had to get ideas. She had to research first.
And so what's number one on the list?
Magic Mixies.
I don't know what magic
What
mix
is
I
is.
don't think most people do.
Do you?
So I know now. I watched a bunch of TikTok
He's
videos.
a girl dad. He knows now.
Sure.
So it's this toy. It looks like what is the fortune tellers use? A fortune teller ball.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn it on and you have a wand and you do all these spells and then the ball fills with smoke. And then when the smoke's done, it dissipates and a toy appears within the smoke.
Wow.
$90 for one play.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Is the toy inside really cool?
It's a plush. It's a stuffed animal.
Oh, no. Really?
Yes.
But the magic.
Once.
The magic of it all.
Just magic,
Can you-
not magics.
Can you like refill it, or it's just a one and done?
You can refill it, but the magic's gone once you know what's going to happen, and you have
That's
to
true.
you have to put the stuffed animal back in there to make it appear. So it's not going to be as cool. There's no way. I mean, I know my children. There's no way they're going to use that multiple
No,
times.
not at all.
$90.
Well, you ought to get her 3.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Really good advice, Kim.
She's no longer allowed to listen to this podcast.
You know what? What did I send Francis once? A lot of candy. Didn't I send him?
Usually would they get a gift from you guys when we go to your
The
house
house.
for the Christmas party?
No, there was one year. It wasn't for any occasion. I think
Oh,
I
just
sent
for
I send
fun?
him like 1,000 Smartie candies or something.
Was it Swedish fish?
Swedish
it was
fish.
Swedish. It was like 5 pounds of Swedish fish. You know how long it takes a child to eat 5 pounds of
It's a
Swedish
lot
fish?
of Swedish fish.
Oh my God.
They
he was
lost
there
all their
forever.
teeth.
I think there's still maybe some in the pantry. That was 4 years ago.
Still eating the Swedish fish. Oh, all right, Al. What do you have for Christmas?
Do you two have a favorite Christmas movie, or I watch this every year kind of thing?
Yes. It's
What's-
Princess Bride. I know it's not really a Christmas movie per se, but we do watch it every holiday season.
Holiday-y. Okay.
Well, now you know that I live with Father Christmas,
I do. So you have 20 Christmas movies.
or 5.
Yeah.
Okay, and so over the Thanksgiving holiday, I went in and he was in his study. I said, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Shh, shh, shh. This is the good part." And I turn around. I want to see what he's watching. It's a Hallmark movie.
He knows when the good part is, because in every one, it's 58 minutes and 44 seconds
Exactly.
in.
I know, and I said, the plots are all the same. Come on.
I
the
would love to
names
trash
change.
them too, but they actually feel good. I don't really mind them.
I
If they're
haven't watched
on,
one
I'll
in
watch
years.
it.
Maybe I will this year.
There's a new one on Netflix now. I can't remember the name of it. It's going to drive me crazy, but it's being considered the worst movie ever made.
Or you have to look it up.
Okay, I'll look it up on my phone.
Okay, so
Talk
if
amongst
you
yourselves.
are hearing this and like, wow, I have to sign up for Netflix so I can watch this worst Christmas movie ever made. This is the time of year when you need, there's so much on your mind, right? If you sign up and say, it's fine, I'm going to cancel in 30 days, 29 days, you're not going to remember. I know you're not. It's going to be the first of the year. And then maybe you'll remember in like March and you'll be upset at yourself. So here's the deal. And really you should do this any time of year, but right now, I know you're busy. So when you sign up for a subscription service, set a reminder on your phone, on your calendar, wherever you're going to get it. I don't care where you do it, just something that you'll actually pay attention to. Put it on your work calendar if that's the only one you actually pay attention to. And then you can also, with a lot of them, cancel right after you subscribe. If you know you only want it for a month, you'll still get the full month. But that way you don't have to rely on your memory. You don't have to, oh, am I going to actually do that? Because you're probably not going
I'm probably not going to. No.
There are also apps for this. You can use an app like Rocket Money. There are others that you can go in and basically say, hey, what subscriptions do I have right now? Those are useful to use, but generally by that point, you've paid for it for quite a few months.
Yeah, or you can go into like Apple subscriptions.
You can. Yep. If you subscribe to, I have a few in there. My streaming subscription, so I have a Google account with mine because I have a Pixel. I don't see my streaming stuff there, just things like, my Google storage, stuff like that. But it is a good place to check. Sometimes on Apple, I think that they do a better job of gathering everything there.
And you know what I do? And I can say this because Barry doesn't listen to the podcast.
Oh, boy.
Is that I will take his phone and then just go through his subscriptions and just get rid of them.
Well, that's because Barry signs up for everything.
Oh, he does, 100%.
Yeah.
Remember that month he spent like $600 on Angry Birds because he didn't think it was real money?
Exactly.
Is that real?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
He just kept on buying turns.
He's
That's
like,
incredible.
I'm like, oh my God, you're kidding me.
It was real money.
It's like, yeah, but I keep getting to the next level. Oh my
Man,
God.
and we wonder how kids do that. And,
Yeah.
you see those stories of like, my kid spent $1,000. Well, your Barry
I know.
spent $600.
And like, this is like the amazing Dr. Science. I mean,
And he's married to you.
oh yeah, and he's so smart. He is. He's so smart. But sometimes when it comes to this, I'm like, oh man.
I knew the story and he came into work and he's like, don't even ask me about it. I was like, I was just wondering how your weekend was. Play any games or anything?
Kim reamed my from
I looked it up. The movie is called Best Christmas Ever, starring Heather Graham.
Oh,
wonderful.
wonderful.
And it's the worst one ever?
It's supposed to be considered the worst movie ever. Not even just the worst Christmas movie ever.
Really?
Yeah, I have to watch it.
I bet they
absolutely
did
have
it
to
on
watch
purpose to get everybody talking about it.
They've gotten more buzz than if it was
Exactly.
Well, I'm friends with the people who did the Christmas Chronicles.
Oh, I love those movies.
Yeah, they are. They're doing really well.
Those are great. Are they making another one? Are they making a 3?
I heard that they are negotiating.
Okay.
And
so that would be next year then,
yes,
if they do.
If they actually do it. All right, still to come, we have our What the Heck headline of the week. And then what do you have coming up?
We have tips.
Tips?
TikTok life hacks.
Oh, that's right.
I got one that I learned from TikTok on Thanksgiving that you can use when you're making dinner for Christmas.
Ooh.
Excellent. How about you?
Okay, yeah. I've got something I learned this week. Also, some viral cleaning hacks, which are similar. I had so much fun talking about that last week. And I know people are still getting their houses ready for it. Let's do it.
Do you think they're really cleaning?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Really?
If you have people over, especially strangers like your family, you got to get that thing
Yeah,
clean.
that's when you see all the stuff.
That's true. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't want to miss that.
Let me tell you about a revolutionary new mobile voicemail app. If you've got a business, your voicemail is probably filled with messages from customers. Often the messages don't contain all the details you need. But what if you were able to get visual information from your callers? That's something you can't do with a traditional audio voicemail box, but you can with Fillmore Productions Video Voicemail. With Fillmore Productions Video Voicemail, callers receive a link to download the mobile app. There they can view important details about your business, watch videos about what you have to offer, and then leave you a video message. Actors and musicians can showcase what they do, and callers to medical practices or repair shops can report their issues visually. There are so many things that video voicemail can do for a business that makes audio voicemail a thing of the past. Discover what video voicemail can do for your business. Visit getvideovoicemail.com. That's getvideovoicemail.com. That's getvideovoicemail.com.
Hey, it's Kim Komando today. It's our weekly fun podcast on Fridays where, the A-Team's always here. Now, this is not the Kim Komando show. That's Monday through Friday on Kim Komando Today. But you can also get us as a commercial-free show on Apple. Just search for Kim Komando Show. Or go ahead and join the Komando community. Just a few bucks a month and you get the show commercial-free. All right, our What the Heck headline of the week. Here it is. People hate Google Maps' new colors. Did you know that?
I don't use Google Maps. I use Apple.
Colors. I don't think I noticed.
Yeah, no, people are really upset about this on the internet.
What they do?
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, boy.
It's bad. Okay, the water used to be dark blue. Okay, the parks on the map were shades of green.
Right.
And the roads were white.
Sure.
Highways were in yellow. Okay,
What are they now?
it's bad. It's bad. Roads and highways are now gray. Wait.
How aren't people just getting lost willy-nilly all over the country?
Okay. The water, teal.
Teal?
Yes.
Like those girl pens.
Yes.
Wow.
The parks are mint colored.
Oh.
Yes.
I've never been to a mint park in my life.
And people say that the colors just seep all into each other. And a former Google Maps designer, Elizabeth Laraki, she went on to X this past week. And she
furious.
said, it feels cold, less accurate,
What?
and less human.
And that's why she's not there anymore, because she fought against this for years to make sure we didn't have mint parks.
Hates mint. She won't even chew gum.
No, it's just
Hates it.
awful.
Hates it.
No mint.
I just learned about TikTok ED medicine the other day. Did you know that?
No.
There are
Just
mints,
mints.
for ED.
Is that Blue Chew?
That must be another one.
I
No.
don't know what
this,
it is.
This was on Hims.
Oh,
found them.
Hims. Okay.
They're a prospective sponsor.
Need someone to advertise?
Hims, if you're listening.
That means we're going to be needing you to do.
Give me some mints and a microphone.
Got fresh breath.
In 4 hours.
All right, moving on. Let's see. We have letters from our listener mail. And we get a lot of great mail. We do. We get a lot of good comments. We get a lot of wonderful people who really appreciate the shows and the pods and the sites and the newsletters and things like that. But, every once in a while, some of these ones just like kind of seep to the top. And these are the ones that we may share in our group chats among all of us, just to let you know. So if you ever send us an ugly email, and I really like when people give us their full name, like Tom Faust in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Mr. Faust.
Hello,
Yes.
Tom.
He just had 3 sentences for me.
Okay.
You are evil.
Evil.
Whoa.
Israel is evil. Ugly bottle blonde.
What is going on here? Did you support Israel? And I missed it?
What happened?
Ugly bottle blonde? What's a bottle
This is
blonde?
not out of a bottle. I will tell you right now.
Oh, okay. You dyed
This
your
is
hair.
very expensive hair.
I mean, it comes from a very expensive
It's from
bottle.
several bottles.
Yes, this is several bottles.
Yes.
Okay. I guess he's talking about Israel. Maybe I may have said I support Israel. In the
How
whole
dare
war.
you dye your hair and not support Hamas?
It's awful. Okay. Jim White from Arizona writes this. I love your show. Listen to you since you only talk computers. Double thanks for all you do. If Barry ever bails, I'd love to have coffee with you.
There you go.
That might be the least creepy, come on letter you've ever read here. People usually are a lot grosser about it.
At least he said bails and not dies.
Yes.
That's
That's
a little
true.
less dark.
It is.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, Jim, if you're listening, if Barry ever bails, I will
Give him a holla.
be right down there in Yuma, Arizona.
Get your bottle hair touched up and head on down.
Well, first I have to go to Honolulu to see Tom.
That's true. I don't know. I'd stay away from Tom. I don't think he's interested in you in that way.
And that's kind of bad because, Honolulu, I mean, I've lived in Hawaii for so long, part-time, never full-time. And, people are like that. I would say, I'm their ohana. I'm their family. They were always so nice. And, the aloha spirit.
Yeah.
Where is the aloha spirit?
It's not with Tom.
No.
No.
It's not there.
No.
Kyle Dennis from Missouri. One more, my last one. Do you have a staff or do you write everything yourself? How many hours a day do you work? I can hardly believe all the good information you provide 7 days a week, and I find it amazing sometimes. Sometimes? It appears you live in sunny Arizona. I would want to be on the trails instead of working so hard. We accompany our adult daughter to Arizona almost annually just for the trails. What a great place. I don't write everything all by myself. Not at all.
No, it would be impossible.
It would be impossible.
It would be impossible.
So we have some researchers.
Mm-hmm.
We have some freelancers.
Mm-hmm.
Allie and I do a lot of it together. We collaborate all day long.
Yep.
And it's a good thing we like each other because if we didn't, it would be really nasty.
Yeah,
Be
Tom's not going
miserable.
to take Allie's job. So
It's going to be really bad. What do you have, Al?
I have one from Jean from Plainville, Michigan, who wanted to know, what is a browser extension? How is it going to affect my existing browser? So you can think of these basically as little tiny programs that add a feature onto your existing browser. You can use them with any browser. They all support them. Basically, you're adding something like language translation, something like Grammarly. It's going to check, if you're making typos. You can do it with shopping extensions to get coupons. So it's adding something specific. So you don't just download stuff willy-nilly. You're going to download these things if there's a specific use you want. Now, the one thing to keep an eye on, well, actually 2 things. If you have too many, yes, it can slow down your browser because remember, this is extra code that is loading every time the browser loads. And then a lot of them ask for a lot of permissions. So as much as, hey, let me see every single thing you're browsing. So check and make sure it's worth it. If it's something that's saving you money all the time, okay, might be worth it. If it needs to read your stuff because it needs to translate, okay. But if it is, something to take screenshots and it wants to see all your contacts in your web history, probably not.
they're like apps.
Yeah,
Basically apps
kind
on
of.
your phone, but just apps for your browser.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a question from Ronald. I'm not going to say his last name. I'm not going to go that far. He's from Dothan, Alabama. It says, not a question, but a suggestion. When looking for the best price, try GoSale.com.
Okay.
So I'd never heard of this.
All right. Did you go look at it?
I went and looked at it.
Okay.
Looked fine.
Okay.
But then I went and looked at the reviews.
Uh-oh.
The first review I saw was from Chris O. 5 stars. Now, the suspicious thing about Chris is he had 654 reviews that he had written, all 5 stars.
He loves stuff.
A great shopping resource, Go Sale, not only compares prices of products from around the web, it monitors sudden price drops from sites like Amazon.
No one would ever talk like that.
Never.
Chris O.
So I'm like, okay, let me go deeper. Next review, 1 star from Bibic. Fake scam sellers. They sent us the wrong product and will not refund us our money. Michael K, 1 star. Do not buy from this site. They are liars. This is from M, 1 star. Where the heck is my order? Ordered an iPhone cover and I received magnifying glasses.
Oh, okay.
no.
Every
That's
single
close.
other review is 1 star, mentioning that this site and their sellers are all scammers. A lot of people ordered something, got a package, but it wasn't what they ordered.
It was close.
Just some random stuff. Magnifying glasses, really?
This woman said, Betty in PA, 1 star, never received my tankless water heater.
Oh, why would you order a tankless water heater
That's
from that?
hundreds to thousands of
Yes,
dollars.
exactly.
Betty's taking cold showers. Oh, that stinks.
It's out there with the hose.
So I would not, I personally would not shop on
No.
GoSale.com.
That doesn't sound like a good
Good warning.
at all. Good morning. All right. Coming up, Al, you have your Tech Life grade because you're going to be talking about cleaning tips
Yep.
again. Okay. And then I have a movie, a really interesting story about a movie that you might want to watch over the holidays. Cool. And it's not a Christmas movie. It's just a movie. Try to guess what it is. And we'll be right back.
Get cash for clothes at Plato's Closet in North Charleston and West Ashley. It's so easy. Recycle, earn cash, repeat. We pay cash on the spot for your trendy, gently used clothing, shoes, and accessories. At Plato's Closet, we buy all seasons, all day, every day. It's time to clean out your closet and cash in. Bring in your denim, graphic tees, athletic wear, shoes, handbags, and more. Sell your styles to Plato's Closet for cash. Then, do it again. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Hey, just a reminder, tell at least one friend about our podcast and give us some feedback. You can send us a note to podcasts@commando.com. And just a quick reminder, enter to win that brand new iPhone 15 valued at $799. Because here's the deal. I can't win it. Andrew can't win it. And guess what? Allie can't win it either. So that means you should win it. Head over to commando.com/win. All right. So Allie, you really do like to clean.
I do. And when I get into it, I really do. So sometimes I'll just forget about everything, do kind of the bare minimum. And then sometimes I go crazy.
Are you a breakdown to build up cleaner?
Oh my gosh. You should see one of the bedrooms in my house. Right?
I'm sure you take everything apart and then
Yes.
put it all back together.
Yes.
So it's
Really?
clean.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
I know
should
a
come
lot
over
of
to my
people-
house.
Yeah. You know, the person who cleans out the closet and the rest of the house is completely exploded for a week. That's me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people like that. I find it so interesting.
It's a
I
method.
clean by hiding crap. I don't actually undo
So do I.
it.
I had somebody come over to the house over the weekend, and they said, "Oh, here, because we moved in. Oh, let's go see the house." And I'm like, "I'll be right back." And I like ran upstairs, threw all my crap just put it all in the drawers,
Fill in a drawer,
Yeah,
kick it under the bed.
Exactly.
Oh, the thing I do that with actually is I have a really bad habit. Mail that comes in the mailbox because it's all crap, but I don't want to just throw it away. I want to shred it. I never do. I inevitably put it in a pile or put it in a bag and
At least you check your mailbox. The mail,
Exactly.
the post office shut my box down because I didn't check it for weeks.
I never check it.
I have to. We have an old house and we have a mail slot that
Oh,
comes
it's right
into the
there.
house.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you
The
have
mail
to get the
comes
mail.
to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah,
have
I
to
have
get
to
the
go
mail.
to a mailbox that's feet away. I can't do
No,
that.
feet away. You can't do it. So, those posts all the time that are like, the latest viral cleaning hack is going to change your life. Okay, I have a few of those that I've either tried myself or many sources on the internet have told me these actually work. So maybe some things that you can try. One, if you have, I can't do this one because my silverware is gold, but this is something with silverware. You get a piece of foil, ball it up, and you put it in with the silverware, and it's supposed to clean it better. Basically, it does something.
Like in the
Wait.
dishwasher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, really?
Yeah. There's something with, I don't know, the ions, science. And
That
so,
sounds right.
Yeah. But it's supposed to make them shinier, not get water spots, all that kind of stuff. So try
I'm
it
gonna
out.
try that.
Yeah.
So you put do you put it just in the dishwasher or where all the little silverware?
And the thing is, people say you don't have to do it in all the little things.
Okay.
Just do one ball
That was
kind of
gonna
in the
be my
middle.
question.
Yeah. So
I'll
test
try
it
it.
out and let me know
Okay.
how that one goes.
All right,
Okay,
try
cool.
that.
This one, oh man, Kim, you have an air fryer. Do you have an air fryer? Mm-hmm. Is it filthy?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. You?
No,
I
mine's
sh-
clean.
I cook shrimp and fish in it 3 or 4 times a week. You have to clean it out after that. You can't
Yeah.
not. And then I had those rubber things, like the
Yeah, does it work?
protectors.
Yeah.
My dogs ate them all. So
Oh,
I'm
come
just back
on.
to a filthy air fryer.
Yeah.
Are you using those little papers?
No, I don't have those.
I have those. Those work for some stuff, but I don't always remember to use them. One thing you can do, so you just put some water and some dish soap and then turn on the air fryer for 3 minutes. And it boils in there and makes, and then all the stuff comes off.
Do I have to have enough water to cover the little tray thingy on the bottom? I know these are technical terms.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I can just put a little bit of water in there.
I think the steam from it will get all that stuff off. Yeah,
I'll
the steam
try
and the
that.
soap.
Okay, and then not too much dish soap.
Yeah, just a squirt.
Because then you'd
Your
be
entire
like,
counter is going to be covered.
like,
Be like a scene from an 80s sitcom.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, this one I've tried and it's really cool. You take a dryer sheet and you run that over the baseboards. And it's not just to clean them, it keeps dust from getting on them because something that's in dryer sheets, I don't know, again, science, it repels the dust and the dirt. And so your baseboards won't get as dusty.
I'm supposed to clean my baseboards? How often? How often are we talking?
Go look at them.
that was
I see
like,
him all the time.
Here's when he said, remind me when Ian first went off to college. And I called him. I said, how are you doing your laundry? And he said, oh yeah, they come and they pick it up, and it's like $25 a week, and all so months go by, and I said something like, so how are the sheets holding up? Oh, they're fine. I said, so are they clean? He goes, oh, you have to wash the sheets.
Oh my gosh!
I've never thought to clean a baseboard.
Well, see, he never thought to wash his sheets.
To be
now.
fair, I have baseboards that are pretty high and kind of out from the wall a little further.
That's because you have that older house.
Yeah,
they're
so
more
they get really
prominent,
dusty.
So you see them better.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not like the, really close kind.
I'm going to go ahead and not look at the baseboard. So it's ignorance is bliss.
Enjoy. Move
you.
your couch and check behind there. Let me know how it goes.
No, thank you.
And so are you done with your online tricks or you got more?
I am. That's it.
Okay, now you have an online trick.
Yes. So saw this on TikTok. Or actually, my girlfriend saw this on TikTok. We were making, Thanksgiving dinner? And we're cooking, and she takes the garlic, and she got the big clove of garlic, separates all the pieces, puts it in Tupperware, puts the lid on top, and just starts shaking it. I'm like, what are you doing? And then she opens it up. All the paper is peeled off.
No way.
Every clove in there is spotless.
It works?
I never heard of
absolutely
this.
I'm like, what did you put in there? Like some sort of ninja star? Like, how does it do that? She's like, no, you just put it in the Tupperware and you shake it. And then she went on TikTok and she showed me that that's where she learned it. And I'm like, my mind is blown.
Okay,
Now,
that's always been the biggest pain in the neck is trying to get all that stuff
Yeah, I
off.
just smash them and
Right,
then peel the.
Yeah, you just
But you
pick
get
it
all
off
sticky.
after you smash it.
Yeah.
She said the key is, though, you have to have a short Tupperware. You can't have a big one.
Okay.
You got to have a shorter one. 'Cause if it's too much space, I guess it's not going to work.
Sure.
But if it's crammed in there and you just shake it up, and she only shaked it for like 2-3 minutes max, maybe, and it was all peeled.
That is awesome.
I'm going to try this.
Insane.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying this.
I mean, this whole podcast has been great, but between like the dryer sheets and the garlic, I mean, people are going to be giving us a great 5-star review. I'm just saying.
We're changing lives.
Okay, so I have an interesting story. So Ian, my son, is 22 years old, and he doesn't like to watch movies. Okay. He plays Fortnite
Okay.
every once in a while. He's going to law school, and he's really like doing his best in law school, and he takes care of his house, and he's just a great guy. So he called me up a couple of days ago. He said, "You have got to see this movie. It is one of the best movies I've ever seen." Okay, now this coming from a guy who doesn't want to watch a
Right.
movie about anything, and I'm like, "What's the movie?" He's like, "The Notebook." I'm like, "The Notebook." Right?
You're kidding.
And he said, it's all over TikTok about how this is one of the best movies ever produced.
Did he actually watch it?
Watched the whole thing.
And he actually liked it.
Loved it.
I watched The Notebook for the first time within the last year.
Did you?
Laughed out loud because it's so cheesy and awful. I
Maybe
can't
you're
believe.
just old and jaded.
Probably. I mean,
Yeah.
that relates to a lot
It's
of
from
things.
2004.
Right. It's Gosling.
And let's see who else. Joan Allen, James Gardner, Rachel McMadden's, Gina Rollins.
It's not good.
Okay,
And
I
he
thought it
thinks-
was great.
You watched it.
I watched it last night.
Did you cry?
I almost did at the end.
Which ending did you see? Because I guess there's multiple endings.
I don't think we want to give the spoiler out.
No spoilers.
What year did it come out?
2004.
Yeah, so they've had time.
No, but we need to give him at least a week to watch
Yes.
it.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it
I
off the air.
remember really liking that movie in my young days.
But
And crying. I cried.
It may have been hyped up to me because it was like, it's the greatest love story ever. You're going to bawl and I'm a movie crier. I cry at 101 Dalmatians.
Sure.
I
That's-
laughed out loud at
Oh,
how
I don't know
awful
how you
The
did
Notebook
that.
is.
I thought it was, I was getting a little weepy at the end.
So cheesy.
So then Ian asked me, so last night after I watched it, I said, you were right. That was a really good movie. And And he said, from 2004. He said, how come you never saw it in 2004? I said, well, because I was taking care of you. Okay. All right? I said, because
you wouldn't leave me alone long enough for me to watch a movie.
I said, you and I were on the floor playing cars for the 10,000th time in the day. This is my purple car. No, I got the green car. No, I got this car. So,
that sounds. I'd rather watch that than The Notebook, to be honest with you. You playing with Matchbox cars.
I'm going to watch The Notebook again and see if it holds up.
All right. Yes, I would love to hear.
You should do that.
I will.
Report.
You should do that. And speaking of movies, got to leave on a happy note. Okay. Rick Astley will let you borrow any movie from his Disney collection.
Really?
Yes, that's right.
But he's never going to give me up.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
He just rickrolled you on your own joke.
Exactly. That was awful. Oh, yeah, son. So, hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, commando.com/win, and we'll see you again here next week.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.
Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what's my checking account routing number?
And this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
And this.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries last month?
And that's just the beginning. Do you, Fargo? You can in the Wells Fargo mobile app. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Terms and conditions apply. Your mobile carrier's availability and message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Get cash for clothes at Plato's Closet in North Charleston and West Ashley. It's so easy. Recycle, earn cash, repeat. We pay cash on the spot for your trendy, gently used clothing, shoes, and accessories. At Plato's Closet, we buy all seasons, all day, every day. It's time to clean out your closet and cash in. Bring in your denim, graphic tees, athletic wear, shoes, handbags, and more. Sell your styles to Plato's Closet for cash. Then, do it again. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.